Y'all, today we are making some delicious chocolate vegan muffins that I know you're gonna go crazy over. How do I know this? Because I did this recipe a handful of years ago and you guys went crazy over them. So I figured, let's do it again. And maybe this time we'll experiment and add some protein powder to them. Now these muffins are a staple in my household. We have them for after school snacks. Sometimes I have them for lunch. I know you're probably like, that doesn't sound very healthy to you, but it actually is because I couple a couple of the muffins with a healthy side, sometimes broccoli and cheese sauce and maybe a little bit of tofu as well. I make sure I'm having a complete meal, but I do include the muffins in my lunch. Oh, it's like one of my favorite little weight loss hacks ever. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll go ahead and link my desserts for weight loss videos below so you can kind of get with the program. You can have these muffins for breakfast if you want. And now that we're gonna be adding protein powder to them, I think like it just opens the door really to like muffin time. Anytime you want. All right, so let's go ahead and make these muffins. You only need a handful of ingredients, a mixing bowl, and something to mix it with. Like you probably have everything in your kitchen already. These are, again, so good. And make sure you stick around till the end. I'm gonna show you a clip of the last time I made a video on these muffins. My grandparents were in town escaping the hurricane in New Orleans or in Louisiana. And my grandma, very old school Italian, like set in her ways, and I had her try these muffins and she's precious. She is absolutely precious. You're gonna wanna check it out. Okay, so we are doing 2 cups of flour. Now I like to use whole wheat flour. You can use any flour you want. Make sure you don't put that in there. Next, we are doing a teaspoon of baking powder and a teaspoon of baking soda. Gonna do a little sprinkle of salt. We are doing a tablespoon of cinnamon, about a tablespoon. Unsweet cocoa powder. This is half of a cup, so we'll just do half of that. Okay. And I actually decided instead of brown sugar to do monk fruit sweetener. I didn't use quite half of a cup because if you do use brown sugar, I would do half a cup of brown sugar. I use probably a little less than 3/4 of a cup, hoping these don't come out too sweet, but I'm gonna do monk fruit sweetener just because no calories. And if I'm being honest, my brown sugar is hard as a rock. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go with that one. Hey, if you're liking this video, I want you to consider subscribing to this channel because here I love to help you get healthy and thrive eating a whole food plant-based diet by making meals simple and easy. From my own experience, I understand how living in this world can make eating healthy really complicated. But now that you found this channel, I'm fixing that for you. So subscribe and stick around. So we're gonna give this a good little stir, and then we're gonna mix the wet ingredients in a separate bowl and then combine the two together. So let's do that. So for the wet ingredients, we are doing 1 cup of applesauce. I just used this unsweetened applesauce. Again, I have half a cup I'm using, so we're gonna do 2 of these. This cinnamon applesauce, so good. Okay, 1/3 of a cup of almond milk. And then last but not least, we're gonna add a little bit of vanilla extract. Not too much. And now that we are gonna be adding protein powder, I wanna say this. You just wanna kind of eyeball out the wet ingredients, or when you combine the two, if you find the entire mixture is too dry, and I'll show you, you'll just wanna add a little bit more applesauce, a little bit more milk, and kind of back and forth. Okay, now I love these protein powders, all protein powders from Complement. It is literally just these ingredients, that's it. It's such a clean protein powder, so if I'm gonna have any, this is what I have. Now you would think I would add a scoop or two of the chocolate organic protein powder, but I don't wanna change much of the flavor. I already know these chocolate muffins with the unsweet cocoa powder comes out really good. So one of my favorite protein powders Compliment has is the unflavored protein powder. Y'all can put this in anything you want, and it doesn't change the flavor of the actual thing that you're making. One. We'll do a big heaping one because the last one, number 2, wasn't really great. Okay. Now you don't have to do protein powder. You can do beans. I've done beans before. Again, I just don't feel like doing all that right now. And again, I'm telling you, that unflavored protein powder is amazing. Let me add a little bit more, hold on. All right, this is about the consistency you want. You can do them a little bit wetter. It just depends on how you want the muffins to come out. Now this is the point where we add the delicious vegan chocolate chips. This is all I have left, thanks to my children, who consistently go in my pantry and take a handful. So we're just gonna be dumping this little bit in here, but you go ahead and you put as much as your little heart desires. And the great thing about being vegan, you don't have to worry about the eggs making you sick, right? So, we're gonna do 10 to 15 minutes. Here in this house, it takes about 13 minutes. Do you like it?
I love it. What is it? Chocolate muffin. Chocolate muffin.
And it's vegan.
And it's vegan.
No, it's got no eggs.
No egg.
No, I'm telling you, no egg. No egg, what else? No milk. Well, it's got plant milk. No oil.
No
Oil is
the
vegan,
juice.
but what juice?
The liquid that you fry with.
Oh no, I didn't put veggie broth in there, no.
It's 100% broccoli. It's all broccoli.
All broccoli.
It's 100% broccoli, just kidding.
It's healthy.
I feel like we don't need to do the protein powder, even though these came out delicious, because you have to distribute the protein powder amongst, what, this is like 12 muffins. You're really only getting like a little over 1 extra gram of protein per muffin. So I really don't think it's worth it. These are muffins, right? So if I was you, I'd leave the protein powder out. I went ahead though, the recipes are in the description. I have it with protein powder, but just take it out if you don't want it, right? And remember, if you do add the protein powder, you're gonna wanna add a little bit more wet ingredients. All right guys, that is it for me this week. I hope you enjoy these muffins. I hope your family loves these muffins. Make sure to leave a comment, let me know what you think. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Look at this, look at this. Everything's left open. This is what really happens behind the scenes on a YouTube video. Not always pretty, nope, not pretty, not pretty. Keeping it real for you.